and welcome to another Monday night stream. Feels strange to think it's already another week has passed, and here we are again. I'm just making myself a little bit more comfortable. I need to get the chat up. There it is. Grand Admiral, welcome. I thought this week I would give another Anabasis campaign. No, I haven't. I actually managed to avoid buying anything from the Steam sale at the moment. I'm going to be looking at the ships we've got and see what is the. So I can't buy anything else. Maybe I can equip the. Give these some better equipment than what I had last time. And it would help if I have the interface not over the menu. Berserker of Thrawn, welcome. I'm having a look. Thomas, welcome. Part of my reluctance to buy anything in the Steam sale is I have a huge backlog of games that I should play. I know I could play them on stream, but I haven't. So I feel like I should probably get through some of them before I buy anything new. Although Battlefleet Gothic does look really good. That looks interesting. Some sort of bomber craft. Maybe I'll take one of those. I have no idea if it's any good. I guess we'll find out. What's the Manticore got? See, the PCM's kind of useful because it can intercept missiles. That's good to know. I'll still be judged by the Emperor. What's the EMP do? The hull damage is 160 for the nuke. Maybe I didn't use it properly last time. I'm going to put one on the faster Horus with the idea that maybe we can use it to intercept. So I'm using the flak on the Battlestars, and then I'll use the Horus to get out of range of that, and then I can nuke some of the Cylons without having to lower the defences. Let's go with that. We'll only have one on there because it's a smaller ship. The series, let's give that guided missiles. Okay. We're going to go with this loadout. I haven't changed a lot, but I think it'll do. I mean, we did get to the last mission in the last campaign, so let's go. Now, this is going to be interesting because my mouse wheel has died. And I've got a new mouse on its way. It should arrive tomorrow. And I just realised that the mouse wheel is an important part of this game. Oh dear. Well, we'll see what we can do. I think for here we're going to have all the ships start as far back as possible. It'll change as the missions progress. Krogan, welcome. I'm just catching up with the chat instead of placing my ships. Plus and minus on the keyboard work just as well as the mouse wheel. So I can actually play the game. That would have been a very short stream. So what we're going to do, remember this time, is to protect these two civilian ships. Because one has munitions and the other repairs. They are quite far away. We got to survive 5 jumps. Which is going to be easy because we're just going to turn our fleet sideways and we can jump away on this first mission before the Cylons get into range. What is my opinion on Visions? I'm kind of curious to see. I mean, I watched the trailer. I didn't watch the. If there are any more details released, I don't know.
Yes, Commander.
I watched the sort of. It's not even a trailer really. It's more of a behind-the-scenes video. So I'm intrigued by some of the art. I'll watch it, give it a go, see if the stories are any good.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I'm an animator, so of course I'm going to be interested in animation. I can't say I've watched a lot of anime, so it'll be interesting to see if that works with Star Wars. I guess we'll find out in September. What do you guys think of Visions, if you've looked at it?
Action station! Action station! This is not a drill!
Oh, that was close.
On it, Commander. On it, Commander. On it, Commander.
Right, next turn.
Are we just a jaded flip
Trigger zone detected.
For the colonial fleet, for the 12 colonies.
I think each story, I believe, is done by a different anime studio. So even if the first one isn't any good, it's probably going to be worth checking out the next one. Just because it's a different team working on it. It's not like any of the other Star Wars shows where it's all one team working on it. So I intend to give them the first few a try just to see. Maybe I'll enjoy them, maybe I won't.
All systems are nominal.
Oh, they're actually getting closer than they did last time. Poppy, welcome. So I think we're gonna deploy some flak, because if they do launch missiles, I want to be prepared for them. Protect the ships. I hadn't noticed that about the theme for Bad Batch, so next time I watch an episode, I guess I'm going to have to listen to the theme more closely. I tend to tune out during the... It's the end credits, so I tend to not pay attention to them, or usually have turn them off before it gets to the end.
I need flak reloads down.
Keep that flak wall up.
Oh, we've got Cylon ship in visual range. It's actually opening fire, but it won't really do it much good.
Keep your target locked and rest
Oh,
for
we've got
clearance.
missiles incoming.
IFF confirms unit is hostile.
Gavin, welcome. Right, we're gonna jump. Let's see what are our options. Hades 399 for repair and supply. Don't need that. Let's go here.
Missiles incoming!
That's secondary battery. Full attack mode. Fire at will. Nothing but the rain.
I have to admit, sometimes I do find the end credits music in a lot of shows isn't as good as the music from the rest of the show. Not just Bad Batch, but it's like they need something, so they just kind of throw something together because they know a lot of people probably not even they tune out at that point. Gavin, I haven't bought it yet, but I did have a look to see if it was available. I'm currently listening to... Well, actually, I'm not listening to any audiobooks at the moment because I still haven't got through the Chaos Rising, and I've got to listen to the second book. Just haven't really had much of an opportunity to sit down and listen to anything. Also want to read, listen to Project Hail Mary, been hearing good things about that book. So, as with the games discussion earlier, I'm not adding anything to my list just yet. What am I doing? The ships are fine where they are. But it's definitely on my list to get.
I'd feel a lot better if you were over here, Lena. I don't like you over there on that dinky tub.
The next time, hire a competent quartermaster, and I won't have to ride your supply ship.
I've got a few Black Series figures. On my desk, I've got Darth Vader, Darth Revan, Grand Admiral Thrawn, of course, and I've got Jaina Solo. And on the other side of the room, I've got the Emperor Palpatine. Yeah, so that's my 4. I kind of wish I got a Stormtrooper when they were doing those.
Good.
We've got a civilian transport way out there. I tend to listen to audiobooks rather than read. Because I can listen to them when I'm animating, but I'm currently at a stage in Heir to the Empire where I need to listen to the sound, which means I can't listen to an audiobook. Star Wars Opinion, welcome. Catching up on the chat. Floopy, welcome. Let's see. Can I get this transport to safety? Launch Vipers. I guess we're going in.
Yes, Commander.
We've got to survive 9 turns. They get reinforcements in 6. Right, wait. It's nice to see all the regulars here. Yeah, we're going to keep going. It's a little trickier without the mouse wheel because I'm used to using that. I'm going to slow the transport down and bring it in here. And then we're going to do the same thing with this ship, so that when the other reinforcements turn up, they're going to be very well protected. I think we need to slow that ship down as well.
Yes, Commander.
Right, then Vipers are going to defend. The civilian transport. Let's go. The Scions are closing. They're chasing after the transport rather than attacking me. Seven more turns to survive. Don't think I need to make any adjustments to. Actually, yes, I do.
On it, Commander.
Next.
Weapons free. Prepare for engagement.
Action station. Action station. This is not a drill.
Right, we're going to change the transport to move in this direction, and we're going to start moving the fleet to starboard.
Understood.
Because there's a nice space station over there which you can use for cover. I don't think I want to imagine copulating with anything called a gene stealer. I mean, I guess some people might be into that.
On it, Commander.
I'm not going to judge, just not for me.
Get every gun ready and bearing on the hostiles.
Gavin, yeah, I'm sorry, I was having a lot of connection problems on Saturday. It's difficult to do anything online.
So say we all.
Luckily that's resolved now. I am sorry for letting you down. Alright, I'm going to look up at the Gene Stealer as well. Hold on a second. Pausing the game. Well, I mean, it's paused anyway, I guess. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm not gonna want to try and imagine copulating with one of those.
Yes, Commander. On it, Commander.
I guessed it was a Warhammer thing, so I looked up Gene Stealer Warhammer. I mean, if anyone wants to copulate with one of those, I'm not going to judge them. Just not for me. Well, my understanding is the film Aliens did actually inspire a lot of the idea of the Space Marines in Warhammer.
So say we all.
So I can see why it might be like that. I have not played Space Marine.
We're gonna make this pay.
Thrusters nominal. RCS green. I'm good to go.
IFF confirms unit is hostile.
The forearms could be useful in certain situations, shall we say. Right, we're going to focus fire on that ship that has chosen poorly to get within weapons range by itself. That one's out of range. What else have we got? No, that's out of range, but we're going to focus fire on it anyway because when it gets within range, the Battlestars can massacre it. Or hammer it. Right. Enter.
Firing solution is online.
They're about to get some reinforcements, so we'll see where they jump in.
IFF confirms unit is hostile.
Oh, that's handy. Over there. Right, the civilian ship's back. I'm going to get the Vipers to return to base.
Squadron.
We've got 3 turns to jump, and there's no real need for the Vipers now. So we can save them for later on. Right, we're going to focus fire on that new ship that's moved in. That's out of range. Cancel target. Cancel target. That's all fine. Right, let's see, where are the civilian ships? We need to protect those. Let's gonna move up a little bit to keep the Battlestar between the Cylons and the transport. And the same with this one. She needs to be down a bit.
So say we all.
That one's still a little bit a bit further to go. Floopy, yes, I still watch The Bad Batch.
Fighter squadron is taking fire.
We've got incoming. Oh. All fighters have been recovered. Alright, start flak. 2 more turns. I'm gonna have to say no to that one. So I'm enjoying Bad Batch for what it is, and I'm kind of intrigued with where they're going with it. But Mandalorian, I'm looking forward to seeing more of that. Well, more, I guess. What do you guys think? How do you rate Bad Batch to the compare it to the Mandalorian? I think we should hammer that ship that's decided to get close. Teach it the error of its ways.
Keep that black wall up.
Adjusting shot by .12. Fire!
Okay, the flak's protecting us.
Incoming.
We've got Cylons on the starboard side. Of course we do. Alright, we're going to change the flak to the right on this one. We're going to have to survive one more jump, one more turn, so that then we can jump. Don't really think that's going to be a problem. So we'll look at the chat for a second. So what do you mean by power scaling? How did that ship take damage? Oh, it must have been just from the weapons fire. Am I afraid of spiders? Generally no.
Optimizing firing solution.
Missiles incoming. Civilian ship is taking damage.
Right, it's time to jump. The freighter's taking damage, that's not good. But we can get out of here. Salvage gained. Let's jump here.
I don't care where we go. Jump us now.
Drive full. On your mark, Captain. We're taking sustained fire.
Yeah, I see what you mean about... There was a time when Jedi characters were rare, and then the prequels came along, and suddenly it's all about Jedi characters. So it is nice to have stories that are less focused on Jedi characters. Even though Luke did turn up at the end, I don't think he's going to be a regular... He's not going to be a regular character in the show. So I think we'll go back to the Mandalorian and his fellow Mandalorians. Star Wars opinion, I see what you mean about the fights. They're more fair, I guess, is what you're trying to say. Krogan, this is not a Star Wars game. This is a Battlestar Galactica game. We've got -3 FTL cooldown, so we can jump 3 turns sooner than we could before. We're going to move this transport to the back. Well, other than this game, then no. But then I haven't been streaming for very long in the grand scheme of things, because most of my streams were behind the scenes on Heir to the Empire, and then commentary on the completed chapters. But once I'd done all of that, I started streaming TIE Fighter and Empire at War. And then which I enjoyed those games. But I was listening to the Battlestar Galactica soundtrack, and let's see, yeah, it just made me feel like playing something that wasn't Star Wars, so I opted for this. Obviously because it's Battlestar Galactica as well. So I've been playing this the last few weeks. Right, let's see, what shall I do here? Not a lot of cover here. Guess I don't really need it though. We've got a mine here. Proximity mine. Okay, well, we're going to avoid that. Six turns in order to survive. I'm sure we can do that. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
We're going to turn immediately. Try and stay out of weapons range of the Cylons. And
So say
jump.
we all.
Because this campaign is more about just surviving rather than destroying the enemy. Because the enemy is just going to keep coming no matter what.
Understood.
I've got everything lined up. Oh, this Battlestar needs to turn.
On it, Commander.
Yeah, I'm very interested in Season 3 as well, because
One, get off the ship.
without Baby Yoda, the direction of the show is going to change. So, I'm curious what that change is going to be. And yeah, those are going to be interesting plot points, and of course the looming threat of Grand Admiral Thrawn somewhere in the background. Because obviously with the other shows that are all set in the same time period, they're going to be interconnected in various ways, so it'll be interesting to see how they do that. But next we've got the Book of Boba Fett, which they finished filming
I hate the quiet
recently.
before
I
the
believe
first
it's going to launch sometime around
shot.
Christmas,
Prepare flak ammunition.
so it's still a way off, but I'm looking forward to seeing that. And hopefully they get to start production on The Mandalorian soon. And Ahsoka,
So say we all.
which obviously will be a Jedi heavy story. But we know that she's looking for Thrawn, and I'm excited to see the live action Thrawn, so hopefully he shows up before Ahsoka. Four more turns, and not much else I can change. Just notice the shadows on that Battlestar.
For the 12 colonies. Weapons free. Prepare for engagement.
Isn't the Acolyte show meant to be this year as well? I know the live action shows COVID slowed down production, which is why there's such a huge gap between when The Mandalorian season 2 finished and Book of Boba Fett. But with the animated shows, that wasn't such a problem because they can be animated from home. So obviously you don't need to protect your animated characters with COVID safety measures, which you do with your live action productions. We've got fighters incoming, but I'm not going to launch mine simply because I've got 2 turns before we can jump, and they're not going to be much help between now and then, so we're going to just deploy flak. Okay. Might have been Visions that I was thinking of as the animated show that had a surprisingly close release date.
Waiting for the roar of that first salvo. I need flak reload now.
Hostile unit identified.
Let's see, which of these ships is doing worse? Can we do any damage to take one out? That one's taking a bit more of a hit. How long do you think it takes? That's actually a really good question, and I don't know the answers to that, but I went to Celebration when it was in London nearly 5 years ago now, and I went to the Rebels talk, and afterwards I was really kicking myself for not getting up and asking Dave Filoni a question about how long it took to produce an episode of Rebels, because that's the show that was on at the time. From writing the script to getting the recordings and animating it and rendering it, and whatever answer he would give would be the answer I'd tell you now. But unfortunately, I thought of that question after the panel was over, so I missed my opportunity, which is typical, really.
Target is 62 by 99.
Keep that black wall up. Adjusting shot. .06.
My understanding is, though, that they have the dialogue recorded over a year before we see anything. And so they must be working on the animation alongside that. Alright, we can jump already. We're going to jump here. Short,
Set secondary battery. Full attack mode. Fire at will.
Missiles incoming!
Clearance.
haha. Jump just before the missiles hit. I like that. I don't think I'm going to watch the replay, so I had a message I need to reply to, so I do apologise for that. I know this isn't Bear McCreary's composing this music, but this composer, whoever he is, captured the style perfectly, and I'm really enjoying it. Right, new mission. We still got the advantage here. And what's just getting a feel for the map. As before, not really much cover here. Star Wars opinion. I do have some story ideas in that world. One was pretty much unrelated to anything that we'd seen before. It's set 50 years from now, so it's
Getting faster at triangulating our location.
We're lucky they weren't already here waiting for us.
I'm not saying it's a prequel exactly, because it doesn't have any of the characters that we know, but it's just another story in that world. But then what I wrote is the situation on Earth was, it was kind of devastated by war and disease and climate change, and once COVID hit, and I thought, well, this is feeling a little bit too real. I didn't want to make it, and I didn't think anyone would want to watch it, so I got the notes and the script for the idea, but I don't feel ready to make that. And I got some more story ideas for the characters that we know from the main show, but they're not fully fleshed out ideas, so I haven't really decided what to do with those yet. They still need more time to develop. I also need to release the last Chronicles of Humanity, the film edit, onto YouTube. I haven't got around to doing that yet. How does London become the capital of Earth? Well, for one thing, I'm British.
So say we all.
No, actually, the idea I had was part of the backstory is that Earth was suffering from overpopulation, and there was a drive. A lot of other countries have a lot of landmass, but the UK and Japan are small islands, so they really pushed for space exploration and expansion because they can't build any further, so they decided to go up. And I, being British, I obviously speak English, and I'm familiar with London, I've been there many times, so my choice was either London or Tokyo. I've never been to Tokyo, I don't speak Japanese. I didn't really want to try and learn Japanese for the story, so I chose London because it was simpler. This is probably not the most exciting answer, but that's the one I can give. Oh yeah, she launched Vipers. Got distracted answering that question. Yeah, now you're making me think about quantum humanity law. Something
Get
big.
every gun ready and bearing on the hostiles. Check your solutions before engaging.
Street Gamer. I hope you'll post that if you post your lightsaber effects on the channel so I can have a look. One of these Battlestars is in really bad shape, so we're going to try and protect that. Let's move it, slow it down. Hoppy, yeah. It's a simple answer to a question, which
Escort clear zone intact. Priority 1 is in safe hands.
something over there was arming. Are we about to get nuked? We're gonna head over this direction.
Commander. Yes, Commander.
I feel like I'm missing that one. And no, that was moving.
Yes, sir.
I feel one ship isn't. Oh, that's the one. And turn.
Escort clearance zone is active.
Trigger zone detected.
What is over here? A proximity mine. Okay, so they're deploying proximity mines over there, even though we've got no intention of going in that direction. So I'm glad they're wasting their ammunition. Batu 3, welcome. This game is Battlestar Galactica Deadlock. If you're interested in it, you can grab it right now in the Steam sale. I'm playing an Anabasis campaign, which is the idea is you pick your fleet at the start and you have to survive 10 jumps while being hunted by Cylons. You can't produce any new ships, so you have to make sure you survive. And we're on jump number 4, so I've got 6 more to go. And this is kind of where things start to heat up. The first few jumps are usually very simple. But yeah, they're going to get more challenging from this point. Let's see. What's better, Star Trek or Battlestar Galactica? Not free to ask me the hard questions, are you?
So say we all.
I'm always tempted to say Star Trek because there are many different Star Trek shows. And so they kind of cover different themes and characters, whereas as much as I like Battlestar Galactica, I don't even know where I was going with that line of thought. Star Trek for the variety, I guess. Strict Gamer, try it when the stream's finished. It should upload. When I end the stream, it will save the video onto my channel. Try leaving it there as a comment. I watched the Battlestar Galactica miniseries about a year ago. And it was it was very hard to watch, not because it was bad, it just felt a little bit too real. And Star Trek is a lot more hopeful. So I like The Walking Dead, but it's one of those shows that I watch an episode but I'll never watch it again. Because again, it can be a little bit too real.
Set secondary battery. Full attack mode. Fire at will.
We've got incoming. Oh, they're launching mines. Oh, well, that's fine. We'll just avoid them. 4 jumps. Okay. Beatles. See, if anyone asked me Beatles or the Stones, I would answer Pink Floyd. We're going to go after these fighters. The transport will be fine where it is, in theory. Oh. Battery, they did actually have a storyline where they ran into a bunch of characters who were on a mission to solve the zombie problem. Basically, they needed protection to get where they were going. And so the characters decided to help them because they thought if they could solve it, that would mean a lot. It was a group of soldiers protecting a scientist who claimed he could save the world.
Yes, Commander.
We need to take out the war driver squadron. So let's focus fire on it. That should do the trick.
Hostile unit identified.
Oh, we got proximity mine right in front of us. We got Cylons jumping in to the left of us. Actually doing, it's a nice little tactic they've got there. Right. Let's select target. We're going to move in and take that out. We're going to take evasive maneuvers here to avoid the mine. It's tricky because if I move this way, I'm exposing the rear to this fleet. And if I go straight ahead that way, I'm exposing the rear to them. I've not watched Invincible yet. I've heard good things, just not got around to actually doing it. My understanding is this is kind of,
Yes, Commander.
they kind of got a similar theme to The Boys of superheroes who are kind of corrupt. Is that right?
Yes, Commander.
Alright, what's this got equipped? You know what? I know it's a bit of a waste, but this ship's not going to last much longer anyway.
So say we all.
Launch the nuke. I've seen some of the Harry Potter films. I'm not a fan. So when around the time of the first film, I was mistaken for Daniel Radcliffe so much that I just hated anything to do with Harry Potter. And now I'm older, I don't really look anything like him, but I feel like my time to get into it has long since expired. Alright, let's go.
Keep your target locked and watch for clearance.
Just noticed a small problem with that plan. Right, we're going to recall the Vipers so they don't get nuked, and that's going to be a problem because didn't think that one through. Well, we'll just have to take the hits because I need the Vipers,
Yes, sir.
and I want to get out of here and move on to the next jump. Actually, you know what? We're not going to do that. We are going to be patient. We're going to move the Vipers over here. We're going to see where they go for this Battlestar, and I believe they're going for that one. So we'll deploy the flak here as well. Let's double check. Keeping the Vipers out of the flak range. And engage.
Civilian ship is taking damage. Missiles incoming.
Target acquisition is screwed. Get me manual controls now.
Reloading.
Right, recall the
Yes,
Vipers. Silent ship in the process of exploding here. Should gamer, yeah, posting in the comments is probably the best option. I'll check it out after the stream's over.
So say we all. So say we all.
That's not good. Let's move that one down and that one up. Okay, so now they shouldn't collide. We need to cancel the flak there, and we need to cancel that flak's fine. It doesn't have any, and that one. Someone else is launching missiles. Don't know whether it was. It'll be gone before they arrive.
Fighter squadron is taking fire.
Get him, get him, get him.
Firing on target.
This is slow, very quickly getting
Contact.
overwhelmed.
We're gonna break off.
One. see. So the Vipers should dock on the next turn, which is good. So return, deploy the flak. Vipers should be out of it so they can dock safely and we can take out those missiles. And then jump on the next turn.
Adjusted shot by .06. Fire.
We've got a nuke inbound.
Civilian ship is being attacked.
No, it's a proximity mine. Well, that's fine. Oh, we lost that Battlestar. But it's going to go anyway. Gavin, thank you for coming. It's always good to see you. Have a good night. See you next time. We want that one.
Civilian ship is
And we're off.
Switching guns to manual.
hostile unit identified.
On your mark, Captain.
Missiles incoming.
Haha. They deployed a mine right in the middle of the fleet, but I jumped before it could detonate. Right, so I'm going to play one more mission and then I'll end the stream. Just responding to a message I had while waiting for it to load. Right. We can do some repairs. Does nothing need repairing? Well, the ship, I guess the ship that needed repairs kind of got blown up just at the end of the last mission. We'll repair that, yep. Actually, yeah, some of these ships have a little bit of armor damage, so we're going to repair them. Can I do anything else? No. Okay. This is an odd track. So we're going to change that to skirmish 1. Oh look, another civilian transport to defend.
So say we all.
Actually, I like that this station is very close. I wonder if we can maneuver to use it for cover. I think that's what this plan's going to be.
So say we all.
Well, the damage is persistent between missions, so repairing before a mission is definitely a good step. But you can only do it when you run into a station that has a repair facility. You also still need to have I can't remember which transport it is now, but one of the transports lets you repair, and you can do some field repairs, but they're not going to be as extensive as being able to use the station. Right, I think we're set. Actually, no, we're not. We need to launch Vipers. Right, these sirens are coming in fast.
Civilian ship is being attacked.
I know. This civilian ship may not actually make it. You need all that civilian ship if it
Yes, Commander.
collides with that Battlestar. We want to bring it in closer.
Understood.
Sometimes the wounded are useful though, because at the moment they're chasing after the transport and ignoring me, which means I could potentially draw them in close enough and hammer them when they're still focusing their weapons on the civilian ship instead of my ships, which would be the greater threat.
Civilian ship is being attacked.
Escort clearance zone is active. Escort clear zone intact. Priority one
Luckily
is
there's no
takeover.
wire wings in this game for me to crash into, although as you can see it is still possible to crash into things. Survive 7 turns. They are bad tacticians, but I'm definitely going to exploit that weakness.
Yes, sir. So say we all. Understood.
Speaking of crashing into Y-Wings, did any of you guys see the TIE Fighter Total Conversion for X-Wing Alliance trailer that was released the other day? It looks like they finally finished it. And it's going to be released soon. I don't think I saw a date on it, but it looked great.
Yes, sir. Understood. Civilian ship is taking damage. IFF confirms unit is hostile.
Right, we've identified the Cylon ships. They fired missiles at the civilian ship. So let's see, that was the series. So we can use flak there to intercept the missiles. And here we have something with a nuke. The nukes aren't as effective as I'd like them to be, but we're still going to fire one.
Alert squadron. Team 42 by 70 clear for flag projection.
Missiles incoming! Civilian ship is taking damage.
or we can use the opportunity to take that out. The nuke should be interesting. These ships are weaker, so I'm hoping we can do some significant splash damage. Cylons are going to get reinforcements in the next turn, which is irritating, but not entirely unexpected.
Yes, sir.
That civilian ship has got 2 hull points left, and so I don't think it will survive much longer.
Set secondary battery. Full attack mode. Fire.
Nope.
Civilian mark is dark.
I don't think I even got their manifest. Who their families are back home.
The nuke took out 2 Cylon ships. Huh. So my plan was to go around here and use the station for cover, but now it looks like the station's already going to be cover from those new ships, which is fine. We'll turn hard. And slow down, so the station's still going to be cover. I don't know what those new ships are. And we've got 4 turns to not find out. Have we got everything? Nope. Oh, that's the one. Oh, Street Gamer, sorry I didn't see your question there. 3D models for the ships, I find them online. Some of the ships were from Evil Jedi. I can't remember the exact. It might have been on ModDB or something like that. There's a collection of Star Wars ship models that people can. They're basically there for modders to use. Other stuff I find on various modeling sites. The characters are created with iClone's character creator, especially for Heir to the Empire. Unfortunately, I can't share those
Artemis is taking damage.
easily.
We've been through worse.
Firing on target.
Tron, you want to know about bad tactics?
Battlestar is being hacked.
How about jumping in here and launching a full missile salvo, which is just going to hit the station. Sparrow, welcome. I think we can recall the fighters
Yes,
here.
Commander.
Nice to see some Cylon ships exploding. Focus fire on that one. I guess they're too far away. Too far away from that one as well. Actually select target. I believe there were some Cylon raiders here somewhere. Nope, no raiders. Okay, we can recall. And nope, can't end turn yet. I'm going to stop those from colliding.
Yes, sir.
Slow
So
down the
say we all.
ships. Yeah, I have 2 Mercuries.
Understood.
I should hope he is.
Keep your target locked and watch for clearance.
Missiles incoming. Understood.
That's not good. Hopefully it can take the hits. If not, we're in trouble. Because that's one of the transports I need to protect.
So say we all.
Not looking forward to this.
Switching guns to men.
Alien ship is taking damage.
Don't shoot down now.
Okay, it survived. I just unlocked an achievement. Grab your gun and bring in the cat. I believe that's 200 enemy ships destroyed. That was nice. And that silent ship's about to get blown up, and then we can jump after the next turn. Luckily the station's going to take those hits. This Battlestar, we're going to launch some flak just in case any missiles get through. Okay.
Keep that
Alien ship is taking damage.
reloading.
A few of the missiles got through, but the flak took them out.
IFF confirms unit is hostile. Understood.
I think we can jump. We're going to go here so we get the... They have the extra weight for their reinforcements. Yep, let's go.
I need blast load now.
Drive full on your mark, Captain. I don't care where we
Centurions aboarded one of our ships.
Huh. I didn't know the stations could be blown up. I'm gonna watch the replay of this one.
Escort clearance zone is active. Escort clear zone intact.
I'll just have to
Price
keep
one
playing the
is
game more and then destroy more ships.
Alert squadron, 42 by 70 clear for flag projection.
Set secondary battery. Full attack mode. Fire at will.
get him, get him, get him.
That was the nuke.
We've been through worse.
Firing on target. guns for manual. Back to your station. Don't let me down now.
Keep that flak wall up.
Reloading.
Target acquisition is screwed. Give me manual controls now.
And there goes the station. Okay, so I did say that would be the last mission. Yeah, thank you everyone for coming as usual. Chapter 14 in progress is coming along quite nicely. Hope to have it finished soon. And I'll be back next week. So may the Thrawn be with you. And I'll see you all next Monday. Take care.